Hey guys, welcome back to a Dose of Kryssy, and as you can see, I got the Jackie Aina palette and we're going to be doing some eyeshadow. And here are the colors right here. We're going to be using Edges, Ginger, and Credit. Now there's a brush from the crayon case collection, and I'm just going to be putting Ginger all in the crease. I'm just gonna go back and forth while putting that color all over the crease. And what I like to do to one eye, I try to do to the other eye. And if you look here, I did take another brush just because I felt like that brush was too small and I wasn't getting enough color on the crease lid. So here I go, and as you can see, both lids look like they have some color on them. And now I went in with Ginger first, now I'm going in with Edges over the lid, and I'm taking a brush, and as you can see, I didn't dust out some of the color because some of the color was flying off of the brush as I put it on my eyes there. But that is a Real Techniques brush, and I was just putting a brush of Edges all over the lid. Going a little into the crease just so they kind of blend together. Remember, what you do to one eye, do to the other eye. And I've watched a bunch of videos about like eyeshadow, and the main thing I can say is blending. So I'm going in right now with a blending brush just to really blend out that first color I put on, and I'll go into the crease a little bit to blend out the second color edges. But now I'm just blending out Ginger. And if you want to know how people get that airbrush look with some of their eyeshadows, you know how it just doesn't have harsh lines, that's the key, you guys. Blend, blend, blend. And there really is no key to blending, it's honestly practicing. And I'm going in this eye right here because that spot that I'm working in right there, I felt like that line was too harsh, so I'm gonna work on that side, try and move the color around. And then I think I'll make circular motions. Okay, so now I'm going in with Credit, and I'm trying to just put that in the corner of my eye and on the lid, and then bring it up into the crease some. You see the motion I'm trying to create is kind of like a corner angle. Just trying to get down into that bottom corner, and on that bottom corner lid space, and then also into the crease. And I'm doing that on the other side now. That's where I wanted to focus the darker color. I guess you would call this a light, what am I trying to say? I forgot what I was trying to say, but now I'm just blending out Credit. Here's where I'm going in the circular motions just to really give it that airbrush effects, and I'm staying right there in that one area. I'm not bringing it all over the place. I am going into the crease, but that's because that's where I want it to stay, and that's where I want it to look smooth and airbrushed out. Okay, so I'm just thinking everything looks good. Gonna go back in with a little bit of credit and just darken up that outer corner. And now I'm going in with Zam. Zam is almost like a loose glitter, almost, but like not quite. The only thing, if you have the Huda Beauty palette and the Desert Dusk palette, there's a red in there that's like a loose, that's like a pressed glitter. It's not like that. It's definitely a little bit more packed together, but I would definitely suggest using wetting your brush. I definitely suggest wetting your brush before you use that. I wet my brush, but not too much. This is kind of like a subtle look because I am going to work. Definitely am into the fall season. Definitely want to make a statement, but I just wanted to be subtle. And now I'm gonna go in with some makeup removers. Those are my favorite kinds, the Equate from Walmart. And then I'm putting on some primer. Going in with the Fenty Beauty primer first, and then with the First Aid Beauty Poreless Pores Be Gone matte primer. And I really like to use those together, and sometimes even I use the First Aid Beauty Poreless matte primer after a moisturizer if I don't put on foundation. Now I'm going in with Fenty Beauty foundation in 420. And I think I'm looking for something to put my foundation on. So I'm just like, what am I gonna do? So I start to put it on the back of my hands. And then I'm looking for my brush. There's it is, the Fenty Beauty face brush. I tried the Kabuki brush. I just really couldn't get the hang of it. And if you guys are interested interested, and if you haven't seen already my how to apply your makeup or your foundation, that video is up now. If you guys want to check it out, I'll post it in the cards. Moving on to the other side of my face, I start with the middle of my face most of the time, but sometimes I start on the cheeks. And now I'm just moving into the middle, just tying everything up around the mouth area, and then bringing some down to the chin as well. Now adding concealer. And put that on both sides. And then add a little bit to the forehead and a little bit to the chin. I used to add some, excuse me, I'm sorry, I used to add some above my lip, but now I just blend out the concealer, and then if I have enough left on the sponge, I'll go over the mouth area. But I like to start at the very bottom, or like the top of the cheek, I guess, with the concealer at the bottom of the concealer, and like spread that out, and then hop back and forth between both sides. That's a trick that I got from Alyssa Ashley. So I'm just applying concealer to both sides, and I'm just moving it, blending it in, jumping from eye to eye using the same motion. And if you look up, or if you hold your mirror in an upward position while you're doing your eyebrows, making your eyes look up, or of course if you have your eyes down like I do now and then you're just looking up, try to have your eyes in a looking upward motion. So I'm so sorry that I'm yawning, guys. I must be tired. But yeah, just when you're blending out, just look up so you don't have to worry about creasing too much. But I mean, if you got creases under your eyes, boo, they gonna crease, I ain't gonna lie. And here we go with some very, very, very light contour. I'm using a Bobbi Brown contour color. The color I'm using is Mahogany 10 from Bobbi Brown. Finishing up that bronzer. Looking good, girl. Looking good, girl. Now adding some blush. So growing up, I watched my grandma do her makeup and I was always fascinated with it. And she always used Fashion Fair. And I always told myself when I grow up I want to use Fashion Fair too. So this product right here is called the Beauty Blush Plum Rich from Fashion Fair. This is their blush and I love it. I love it. It's like a chocolate raspberry. Love that color, and I just kind of bring that over the concealer and the contour a little bit. And so while I got here, I was going over my mouth, but just the foundation was breaking up so bad, so I went ahead and just took it all off and did it again. Yeah, because I am just, you can see my face right here is not pleased. And now I am back. I restarted. I put foundation just back over the mouth area. Now I'm going back over with my Fenty Beauty translucent powder in Nutmeg. And now I'm going in with a sample size mascara. It's Caution. All right down below. Who's it by? I forgot who it's by. Let me see. It's Caution Extreme Lash Mascara by Hourglass in Ultra Black. I was gonna put on lashes, but then I changed my mind. Don't need on lashes at work. Now let's get into this hair. And I'm gonna be using a wig cap. I know this is not the right color wig cap, but just bear with me. Bear with me. Just tucking my little ponytail underneath in the back. There it goes. And then I start to bring this all the way down, and then there's the wig. I actually made this wig. This hair, shit, I think it was like from a year or two ago. I had a close weave, and then I took the hair out, and the hair was still good. I used it and made a wig, because I mean shit was only going to be on my head anyway. So as I can see, I pulled the wig cap down too far. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this wig off. You see me looking crazy like how are we gonna fix this? So I take the wig off, slide the cap back, and I'm putting the wig back on, and boom, there she goes. Now we're sliding it back, and you can kind of see where that middle part is where you see the wig cap, but ain't nobody looking at the top of my head. So I'm sliding it back because now we're gonna take our Gots to Be spray, and we're gonna spray. And you guys, it is it's totally okay to spray this on your forehead, even a little bit on those baby hairs up in the front. The only reason I say to not worry is because if you're just not snatching this off your head, then you're totally fine. If you're using water or oil or something that's safe to help remove that type of product off of your head, then you're going to be totally fine. So I'm bringing this closure down and I'm sliding it down on the sides, just making sure that when I set this wig in place, it's really not going to move. Okay. So I'm putting the hair back. I'm gonna grab my blow dryer, put it on medium, and press the button in the back for cool. And yeah, I'm just going to dry that wig down. Move the baby hairs out the way so they don't get stuck down. Grab a comb, kind of move everything out the way so it doesn't get stuck down by that glue. Press down. Now I'm clipping the hair back, brushing the baby hairs. And the gel that I'm using to brush the baby hairs back is the Eco Style gel in Krystal. And a brush, an edges brush. And you guys, one of the keys that I figured out to really laying down those baby hairs is use your hands, not your hands, but use your fingers to like hold down a piece that you've, well, just use your fingers. As you can see, like if you're brushing, use your finger, you know, to help hold down that style that you're going for. So, you know, brush it and then hold it down and then slide it at the end, slide that tail in. There you go, girl. But use your finger to really like hold down and guide that end piece of where you're trying to go. And then another tip for baby hairs is wherever your middle part is, grab some baby hairs just beyond that part. So go into the very next part of your hair to where you say I am now. Bring some of that baby hair over, and then the rest, as you can see, the rest of it, I'm just making it its own section so that that middle part is kind of covered, because I feel like that's what a lot of people struggle with, like trying to cover that middle part and like and people not seeing, you know, where the wig starts. And now I just sprayed some Gots to be on the edge of my edge brush, baby hair brush, and now I'm doing that, and there's like a little pocket on that little stick end, so it holds a good amount of product. So I really like to use that to help get extra hold on the baby hairs. Now I'm taking more of that crystal clear gel from Eco Style, and I'm doing my baby hairs. And this is kind of why I was not bringing the wig cap all the way down, because I knew I was gonna do some of my edges. And I did it like this because the hair will get in my face, and then I know when I put it back, I want to be able to like not have raggedy edges showing. And then also, again, I'm taking more Gots to be glue. And if you guys notice on my forehead, there's not a whole bunch of makeup there, just because I'm doing all of this after the fact. I know some people say do your baby hairs and stuff, do your hair before your makeup, but it can be done later. You just don't put a lot of product on the forehead. Whatever is left on your brush, put on your head. But yeah, I am getting ready for work right now. I think at this point I just gotta throw on an outfit. Well, not throw on my outfit, throw on my uniform. My lunch is already ready, and I'm about to head to work. And there she is, looking cute, looking fly, looking beautiful. I hope you guys enjoyed this get ready with me for work, and subscribe, thumbs up, and tell a friend. Bye.